Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, the contributions made by Barella, I think, will be key here, Peter. He loves to take up that right half space, we know that. But while he may not necessarily have the final pass or the assist for a goal, he'll have been involved in the move somewhere along the line. He's that kind of player. He's always there or thereabouts. And he's the kind of fella you want in your team.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Passing is crisp and sharp. Good read, needed to be. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Bruno Fernandes. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Some really good ball movement. And it's Gravenberch. Tries a measured ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Calafiori. And Fermin. Well-timed, excellent interception.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cucurella. Now here's the delivery. Šeško. Barella carries the ball down the right. And they're not going to make any further progress now. That has not gone well. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Good ball, good take. Gordon. Gravenberch. Barella. Bruno Fernandes. Šeško. Gravenberch. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Now he's got space here. Great chance! Superb from Šeško! A finish of true class!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Cucurella is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Barella, played into space. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Tchouaméni.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield.
Oh, shooting chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Cucurella gets it clear. Gravenberg. Fermin. And a chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Barella. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Great vision, brilliantly cut out. And that has been clubbed away. Calafiori. Vinicius Junior tries to play it through. Gordon has got himself a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box, they just need a good delivery.
And he welcomes it in. Can he get it through? Deep cross. And it's hoisted clear. And it's half-time here. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Manchester United, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Timber. Fermin. Manchester United finding their passes. Gravenberg, who does have an assist to his name. This might spell danger. Gives it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Van de Ven. And it's Van Dijk. He's looking wide. They get a throw in. Gabriel. Gravenberg. Turns back here, probably the best option. Calafiori. Bruno Fernandes. Konate promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Osimhen. Vietnam have a free kick. There's a quick free kick. Osimhen, and he's been shifted off it. Osimhen was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Just about up to the hour now.
There they go, hunting again.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Barella. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Chouameni. Manchester United have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Looking for a runner. And he's cut it out. Gravenberg. Nice defending, physical and effective. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
That's a cute ball. That's beautifully weighted. Henderson claims comfortably.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Fermin wins the duel this time. Barella. And he's chosen to go back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Gravenberch! He scores! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, I just think it was really good movement, but I think a couple of defenders got caught ball watching there when they should have been picking up the danger man.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Van Dijk. And Cucurella. Nicely weighted ball.
Vinicius Junior.
Can he get on the end of this? Cleared away. Gabriel did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for the run. Looking for options for movement. He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Vietnam are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Substitution on the field, number 15.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
11,
Vietnam give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Number 20, Gordon. Coming on the field,
Timber.
number 14,
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
Dani Olmo.
Van der
Number
Ven.
10, Bellingham. Number 18, Serveth. Number 21, Erling Haaland. Substitution
2
taking
minutes
place.
to be added on.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And he's let fly. So that's it. It is all over. Manchester United have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
So Jim, this feels like a lineup designed...
Fermin! Goal! Manchester United!
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Vietnam finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's picked his way through.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
And it's Tchouaméni. Can he get it through? Well read, and the danger is averted.
Danger averted for now.
Osimhen. Now Van de Ven. That's a nicely shaped ball. They get a throw in. Matheus Cunha.
Played in deep.
Tries to get it clear. Driving forward. Manchester United leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Calafiori. Gravenberch. Lopez. Matheus Cunha. Cucurella. Can he spark a counter here? He's a sharp little ball here. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he's picked it up out wide. And it's Gravenberch.
Oh, that's a fine interception.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Timber spots it and intercepts. Gravenberch. João Neves. Šeško. Tchouaméni powering forward here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Matheus Cunha, looking for...
Can he finish? Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Osimhen deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Now, can they get him away?
And that has sent him sprawling.
Van Dijk did well to stay calm there.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's gone for a throw-in.
Van Dijk. Calafiori. And it's Barella.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
And it's Cucurella. So much time and space here. And he stands tall, impenetrable. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Looking for the run. He's in a good position. Shapes to shoot! He scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Chips it through, and that should get the job done.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Manchester United given another corner.
Manchester United have their second corner now.
Oh, it's gone in!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
And he cuts out the supply. Cucurella.
Now Van Dijk.
It's a really well-measured ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Oh, that's nice.
Hakimi
Gets into a good position.
and he's managed to get rid. And we hit half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Manchester United are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time.
And the game has already resumed here.
Gordon is herring after that one.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Tchouaméni. Moved on forwards. Nicked it back promptly. Passing is crisp and sharp. Gravenberg. Good ball, good take. He's played it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Fermin gets flagged offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 45.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 20, Gordon. Number 27,
Zubimendi.
Morgan Rogers.
And it's Bruno Fernandes.
Number 22,
Gravenberg.
Matthias Cunha.
Great vision.
Coming on the
He's in a
field,
great position here.
Number 18, Sterling. Number
Passes short and
21,
sharp.
Oh, shooting
Williams.
chance! They've scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Tries to play it through.
That looks a good ball through. That's very neat.
Zubimendi, he won't be happy with that one.
Manchester United.
Are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, that looks a cracking ball. He's got away. Quality ball.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Haaland. And the through ball. Now, this could be a chance. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Looking to play him in. Decent chance! And it's in!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Substitution.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Vietnam get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Tonali. And it's made its way to him. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, crap.
And he shoots! It's there!
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Manchester United take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
There's the header! Goal! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Gabriel has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Oh, that's superb. Cucurella has it in a wide position.
Played into the middle. Oh, smashing header!
That's going to go a long way.
The final 5 minutes.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Can he get onto this?
Vietnam really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks.
Oh, terrible pass.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Manchester United clearly now in lead preservation mode. Tonali. Szoboszlai.
Added minutes has been indicated.
4 added minutes on the board. Bruno Fernandes.
Good progress, but he'll have to go it alone. He is just caressing the ball. Now it's Haaland. Haaland takes control of it and he's on the move. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Flashes it across. And he's gone looking for safety. And that will be it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, 5 at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield with just 3 in there makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial, or wing-backs. You have to have them constantly push up, forcing opposition players back and giving your team a little more freedom.
Easier said than done.
That's right, but it does work very well, provided you have the right players to pull it off.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, that's well spotted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Nice-looking ball. And he's there to clear it. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That has ended up in no man's land. Hakimi looks to get on the end of this. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, I wonder a little bit what role this guy, Matheus Cunha, has been asked to play here, Peter, because despite all his creativity and ball skills, he doesn't really have blistering pace to be an out-and-out winger or the strength to be a number 9. I just love it when he gets that free rein to roam wherever he wants. We'll have to wait and see on this.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Played into space. Danger averted for now. Nicked it back promptly. So what can they make of this? He's shifting through the gears here. Barella has it out wide and in space. Engages and forces him off the ball. Chooses to go cross-field, and it's Hakimi. Threads one in. Gordon has it in a wide position. And that has been cleared. Very nicely done. And that's going right the way across. Tries to play it through. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hakimi. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Van Dijk with the clearance.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. Oh, nice touch. Hakimi plays it in. And it's claimed by the keeper. Barella. Šeško. And it's Bruno Fernandes. To Barella. And it's Vitinha. And he's well positioned. Šeško! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Henderson claims comfortable. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Looking for a runner. Oh, that was vital. And here's the chance to counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bruno Fernandes. Barella. Šeško. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's hoisted clear. Osimhen. And Hakimi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he cuts out the supply. And that is as far as they're going to go. That's a cute ball. And there is the half-time whistle. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first-half thoughts?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
And we are back on the way.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Van Dijk.
Calafiori.
Gravenberg.
Calafiori.
Over to the left. Bruno Fernandes.
And Ndika.
Van Dijk.
He's in a great position here. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Nice sequence of passes this. Tchouaméni does really well to win the ball there. Pass somewhat off target. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And the counter is on.
And it's Vitinha.
And there's green grass ahead of him.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
That's going to go a long way. Gravenberg. Very little to report from an attacking perspective.
Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he was quick to react.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Quality ball.
Gordon chasing after it. Vitinha. Can he get on the end of this? Hakimi. Hakimi
Looking to penetrate opposition lines. Played out to the right.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
So, third corner of the game.
Substitution on the field. Number 45, Osimhen. Number 20, Gordon. Number 22, Matthias
Hakimi
Cunha.
With the short one.
Number 27, Morgan Rogers. Coming on the field, number 4.
And that's been intercepted.
Vinicius
He read that
Junior.
really well and stopped it.
Number 21.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Number 10, Bellingham. Number 14,
Zubimendi.
Yudis.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Played back into the centre. João Neves tries to pass it through,
And the shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Zubimendi clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Now, can they get him away?
Ah, he's shot a goal! And yes, it's there! And that could well be the winner!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Chips it through. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Zubimendi. Barella. And it's Tonali. Manchester United finding their passes.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Throw it. Tonali. Zubimendi. Now João Neves.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
There will be 3
Yildiz.
minutes added time.
João Neves.
And he has been fouled there.
And it's Tonali. Nicely weighted ball. And he can clear it away. Timber. And it's Tonali. Barella.
And that's it.
Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the new... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very
Hello,
nicely
everybody,
here.
and welcome
Gorgeous,
to today's
gorgeous
match.
evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Played into space. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Oh, can he get onto this? Caught offside that time. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of could be danger here! And the counter is on. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, it'll be interesting to see what Matheus Cunha will be scheming.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Sensational by Bruno Fernandes! A finish right from the top draw! Manchester United take the lead! Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Hakimi made a surge from fullback, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Plays a sharp little ball here. Matheus Cunha. Fermin gets across and deals with it. Barella. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tchouaméni. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Hakimi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Matheus Cunha. Nicely weighted ball. Now this could be a chance. And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Cucurella goes short.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tchouaméni. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Lopez. Done delicately. Šeško! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Bruno Fernandes. That's a lovely, neat pass. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's going to be disappointed with that. Van Dijk. That has been cut short. Cucurella. And it's Tchouaméni. And Konate. Great vision. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And it's Hakimi. Looking for the run. Well, that's been cut out, well played.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha. Cucurella. Vietnam are looking to break at pace. Fermin. Van de Ven calmly anticipates. Hakimi. And it's Hakimi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Bruno Fernandes looking understandably energised after his goal. And here's Gravenberch looking tidy in possession here. And the finish! They've done it! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And there is the half-time whistle. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Manchester United really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Manchester United sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
Substitution on the field. Number 15. Van
Here we
Dijk.
go again.
Number 27. Morgan Rogers.
Gravenberch.
Coming on the field. Number 10.
And he's forced to go back.
Number 14. Yudis.
Bellingham. Hakimi. Chance here to counter. That is ended up in no man's land. Gravenberch. Fermin. Timber. Bruno Fernandes. Šeško. Lopez. Shot a goal! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
So, time for changes
Gordon.
on both sides, actually.
Number 45. Osman. Number 22.
He is through here.
Matheus Cunha.
Šeško.
Coming on the field.
He's looking
Number
wide.
4. Vinicius Junior.
Played back.
Number
And now they've got a chance to start again.
Erling Haaland. Number 9. Dani Olmo.
Šeško
Substitutions
under
taking
intense
place.
pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Substitution.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Yildiz. That'll be a corner. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Manchester United still have the cards to affect this game. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Zubimendi. Now it's Szoboszlai. He's had it taken off him. Dani Olmo. And that's really well manoeuvred. Vinicius Junior. And a chance! It's in! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Vietnam are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Vietnam give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Cucurella, Yildiz. Vietnam looking to pass their way through. And the shot! Superb from Yildiz! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order.
Tchouaméni really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Substitution on the field. Number 3.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Yildiz receives it in a wide position.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Just eases him off the ball. Nice looking ball. Well read, nice interception. Can he get it through? Can he latch on to this? Yildiz going face to face with his great rival. Gonzalo Ramos. He's picked his way through. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And it's Bellingham. Look at the space here. Oh, he's been caught napping. And he whips in across. Calafiori tries to clear.
Vietnam really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Gabriel. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Very much into the last knockings. Bops him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, that is one way to stop him. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
There will be 5 minutes.
They're avoiding
added
the
time.
blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Nuno Mendes.
Played in.
And that has been cleared. Zubimendi.
He's got away. Oh, sweet feet.
No, he's not getting past him there. Bellingham. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul.
Zubimendi has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm. He is therefore off. Pass somewhat off target.
And that will be the final act.
Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to
And
one
now,
decisive
to all members
moment.
of the crowd, I'd like to ask you
So
to
what do you
join
take
me
away
in
from it
wishing
all,
our
Jim?
birthday
Manchester
boy a
United
very
really were
special
very
birthday.
impressive in the way they found pockets of space in those key areas. They were able to get the runners in, and that proved decisive.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
Little pass back.
Chance for a shot! Goal! There is the breakthrough!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Manchester United looking to pass their way through.
Oh, shooting chance!
Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. He can run onto that. Henderson gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedro Neto will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Looking for a runner. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Mbappe. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now he's off and running. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Barella to Bruno Fernandes. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Not the most accurate pass. Calafiori. Van Dijk. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Floated through. Now it's Thuram. Vitinha. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Well read, nice interception. Madrid trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one.
He's having a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. He's got away. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tries to play it through, and he's worked it through. Vitinha, brilliantly cut out.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. Barella tries a deft little ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Threads one in. Now it's Pedro Neto.
Manchester United truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Timber. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Gravenberch. Barella. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Barella. Šeško. Barella really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Passes short and sharp. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And there is the half-time whistle. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Koundé, great vision. Now it's Pedro Neto. He's found a way through. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, well played. And that was very necessary. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. It's gone for a throw-in. Timber. And Koundé. Oh, can he get onto this? The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And it's Gravenberch. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Plays the return pass. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And he welcomes it in. Mbappe! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, they've got it again. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Manchester United are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Gravenberch. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Drilled in low. Danger averted for now. Oh, important interception. Barella puts his foot on the gas. Hernandez cuts it out. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Gravenberch. Ndika gets over and intercepts. Looking for options for movement. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's a good run down the right. Barella. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Barella. Manchester United finding their passes.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And they're back on the ball again. Manchester United are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Van Dijk. Passing is crisp and sharp. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
We have got
6,
changes here from
el
both
dorsal
sides, in
7,
fact.
El dorsal 9, el dorsal 19, el dorsal 20. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 22.
Oh, it's inches away from
el
being a
dorsal
really
15,
good ball.
El dorsal 2.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Cambio de jugadores.
Calafiori. That is ended up in no man's land.
Un minuto de descuento.
Manchester United seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just...
And that is as far as it goes. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
And already we're underway here. And the shot!
Superb from Šeško! He's got himself an absolute peach.
Manchester United take the lead.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Showing good feet. Good ball, good take. And he's gone Valverde! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Can he stop it going out? Barella. Pedro Neto. He's on it, can he get away? Calafiori with the clearance. And they're back on the ball again. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Konate did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now it's Barella. And it's made its way to him. Strokes it back. He's having a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Vitinha. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. First quarter of an hour gone. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bruno Fernandes. That is a great pick out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Konate. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Cucurella. Driving forward. Now there's a fine ball. Bruno Fernandes. Šeško. Barella. Gravenberch. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Vitinha. And the ball's gone astray.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Well, that is one way to stop him. Not the most accurate pass. Valverde chasing after it. Barella. And it's Gravenberch. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vitinha. That's an imaginative pass. Van der Ven is there and he can get that clear. Mbappe.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Always onto this. Now it's Thuram. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance! He's scored! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They had
great chance! Goal! Manchester United! Into the lead once more. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. He has a look up. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now, this could be a chance. Tries a deft little ball. Lovely feet. And it's Valverde. Thuram. Picked out and the shot! He scores! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
quite a thriller this one's become.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. And we are already promptly back underway. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gravenberg, Bruno Fernandes. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Timber. This looks promising. And it's Gravenberg. And Ndika. Valverde. Now it's Thuram. He's been bundled over. That is a foul.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Pedro Neto is standing over this one.
Well, I think this is definitely one of these areas where they've rehearsed an awful lot.
Pedro Neto!
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Manchester
Number
United
10,
choosing to make the first change.
Number 13, Bruno Fernandes.
Calafiori.
Coming on the field, number 11, Gonzalo Ramos.
And here's Ramos. Now it's Barella. He's picked his shoots! And that would have been some goal.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Cucurella. Now that's well seen too. Looking to play him in. Mbappe. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Barella. Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here. Dimarco is fouled. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 17,
somewhat off target.
Vitinha. Number 38.
Looking for options for movement. Look at the space here. And he's managed to get rid.
Sirleaf. Number 16.
Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Now it's Lopez. Takes aim and crosses.
Well played.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Chance for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And again they hit the front.
Barella really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Manchester United take the lead.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
DiMarco is wide and looking to get onto this.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Cucurella. Cucurella charging forward down that flank. Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
This is quite a battle.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Manchester
Number
United
5,
can make their change
Ibrahima
now with
Konate.
a break in play.
Coming on the field is number 6,
Yildiz.
Van Dijk.
Half an hour gone in the second half. And it's Doué. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And here's Lukaku, and he's away. And here's Yildiz. Played out to the left flank. Oh, he's played it in low. He can get that clear. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Sorloth. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, that's fabulous. That's good play. Knocks it into space. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Tonali. And here's Barella. Lopez. Cucurella kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Gravenberg looking for a runner. Real chance! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Madrid complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip.
Can he finish? He's beat. It's in! They have stolen level at the last! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Tries to pass it through. Lukaku is herring after that one. Now it's Yildiz. And it's Barella. He's a sharp little ball here. Barella. Sorloth. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
The action has already started. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this striker, Benjamin Sesko, is someone I really like the look of, Peter, because everything about him screams target.
Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range.
Pedro Neto, decent attempt that, just a little mistimed.
Šeško, Tonali engages and forces him off the ball, and that interception was most necessary. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation, no more, no less.
Ball quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Might be... Tries a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Thuram clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. Timber making good progress on the right-hand side. Manchester United, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. DiMarco puts them all in. That'll be a corner. Up he goes!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Tonali. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. And he gets rid in a hurry. Valverde. Stood up well to him there. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Looking for the run, and he's worked it through. That has been cut short. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Pedro Neto receives it in a wide position. Madrid have their second corner now. Koundé. They get a throw in. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Thuram. Pedro Neto. That's good play. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Quick look, then plays it in. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Aimed beyond the defence. Well-timed, excellent interception. Pedro Neto is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And they're quick to get it back. Strokes it back. And he's shot a goal! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do, to get them off and running. He has spurned it.
It really wasn't a confident penalty, Peter. It was almost like he was trying too hard to second-guess what the keeper was trying to do.
Pedro Neto. And Gravenberch. Well read, and the danger is averted.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pinches it off him. DiMarco. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Zubimendi. Oh, that's clever. Henderson is there, and he can get that clear. Zubimendi. Gravenberch.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Eze goes on a charge down the left. Goes down, but nothing given.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, there's the clearance. And there's the end of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
So the first half brought no goals. Konate, Tonali, Valverde, and it's Eze. No, he's just misjudged that one.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Tonali, Calafiori, and it's Di Marco. Now Timber. Passing is crisp and sharp. Šeško. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Valverde. Nicely shaped ball.
Good ball over the top. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Nicely weighted ball. Pedro Neto picks it up out wide.
That's very neat.
Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto with the delivery. And he's managed to get rid.
0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected.
Pedro Neto. And still we await the first breakthrough. Šeško is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Calafiori. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Opts to play it back.
Great chance! He can get that clear.
Van Dijk. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, super ball. Good read, needed to be.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's forced to go back. Tonali. Calafiori. Spread out to the left. Plays the return pass. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Tonali.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
That is good alertness. Gives it back.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Van Dijk with a definite fell there.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So,
Number
time for
36,
changes on both sides,
Zubimendi.
actually.
Number 9, Tonali. Number
Gravenberch
38,
knocks it into space.
Number 5, Ibrahima.
He's got to be in here.
Number 10, Yugres.
Timber
Number
did
32,
just about enough to come out on top
Demarco.
there.
Coming
Neither
on the
party
field,
overly willing
number
to
2,
compromise.
Gabriel. Number 23, Barella. Number 17, Vitinha.
This is when that numerical
Number 3,
disadvantage can take its
Indico.
toll. They've coped
Number
so well up to
18,
now, but energy reserves are being tested to the
Number
limit.
87, Joe Neves.
Gabriel.
Substitutions taking place.
And this is Lukaku. Yildiz. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Manchester United really could have done without this. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. Golden opportunity wasted.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
João Neves. Lobbed in behind. The less said about that pass, the better. Yildiz.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
That's been cut out, well played. Barella. Vitinha.
There will be one
Now João
minute added
Neves.
time.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Lovely bit of skill. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
So a brief breather and then extra time.
We are glad to inform you that today's match day programs are available from stands located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
Substitution for
Into
Manchester
extra time we
United.
go.
Number 30, Sheshko.
Barella.
Coming on to replace him is
Manchester United
number
finding their
22,
passes.
Yildiz.
Dembele. Gabriel spots it and intercepts. And he can clear it away. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Calafiori. And it's Vitinha. And here's Sørloth. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Gravenberch! Oh, what about that? And that's got to be it! That has got to be it! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Madrid have penetrated for the first time.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Looking for a runner. Gravenberch gets into a good position. João Neves. Here's Vitinha. And it's Timber. And it's Neves. Looking to play him in. Oh, good ball! Koundé clears. And smartly reclaimed. And Gabriel. And that's it for the first half of extra time.
Hello everybody, and please join me
Well,
in
both
wishing
teams
a
have run
happy
themselves
wedding
into the
anniversary
ground
to
out
one of
there.
our fair
Does
club
anyone
members.
have one last moment of magic in them? And so the last chance to find a winner. They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? And he goes cross-field.
Good ball, that too.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Dembele providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Barella, João Neves, Yildiz, foot in. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Some resolute defending there. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Yildiz touches it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Barella. Threads one in, picks out, and the finish! And he's heaved it away. And it's Barella. And it's Neves. Surlot.
Manchester United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Just eases him off the ball. Owen. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And he's being shifted off it. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I think you're going to have to go a very long way to find a better all-round midfielder than Fede Valverde. He's got the engine to do all the covering, but he's a lot more than that. He's got the strength, the tackling ability, good composure on the ball and balance in his game. So you'd really struggle to find any weakness.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Šeško, that is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Eze, now can they get him away? He's in a great position here, opts to play it back. Now it's Vitinha, hangs in he's got tall. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Now it's Vinicius Junior, looking for the run. Neither side yet able to find the net. Vitinha proves just a little bit too strong. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Oh, well measured. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Gravenberch. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Calafiori. And it's Gravenberch. And here's Haaland, gives it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressure.
Shot, surely! And he's chosen to go back. Good read, needed to be. He can get that clear. Koundé. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Knocks it into space. And he opts to go forward. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pedro Neto will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Gravenberch. Koundé. And it's Barella. Here's Vitinha. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Well, played right into his path. Danger averted for now.
Thuram really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Gravenberch. Threads one in. Chance for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Eze goes on a charge down the left. Ndika kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
And they win it back again.
And it's Vitinha. Eze is onto this. Vitinha. Can he get it through? And that has been clubbed away. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Manchester United happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Out for a throw. Mbappe. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Šeško tries to play it through. Haaland is in a really good position out wide.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Gravenberch. Madrid are looking to go forward now.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Barella. Now, can they get him away? Vitinha puts them all in. And that has put paid to that. Haaland looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a shade optimistic. And he's quick to get it clear again. And it's Gravenberch. And it's made its way to him. Picked out brilliantly. Can he finish? He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And that would have been some goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
We have got
19,
changes here, from
el
both sides in
dorsal
fact.
7, el dorsal 6.
Konate picks it up from the goal kick.
Serán sustituidos
It's a good
por
ball out wide.
el dorsal 10. El
And that could
dorsal
set him on
8,
his way.
El dorsal 22. El dorsal
Cleared
14.
without complication.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Palmer. And here's Doué. And the shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
This looks promising.
He's onside. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes delivers.
That has been knocked clear. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settled for a riskier approach now to defend this. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Thuram, well read, and the danger is averted. Henderson getting this one clear, and it's Lopez. Nicely weighted ball. Good ball, good take. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Tonali, great vision. He's on it, can he get away? Lopez. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Bruno
El dorsal
Fernandes
20
taking charge of the dead
será
ball.
reemplazado por
And this the
el
perfect
dorsal
opportunity
21.
to create a cushion between them. Tonali in acres of space.
Up he goes! They've scored! And this is getting better and better.
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and...
Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty.
Manchester United present their opponents with the best possible chance here.
The ball is on the spot. Here we go. That's a fine save by Henderson.
Yildiz has it out wide and in space. That's really well cleared. Konate. Yildiz. Now it's Lukaku. And it's Doué.
And it's hoisted clear.
That's that, the end.
It's a super show all round. Both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add it.
Shapes to shoot! Now it's Haaland. Vinicius Junior running with the ball. Now it's Barella. And it's Tonali. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Junior, in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can turn them and just leave them behind and have a clean run at goal. He's a very tricky customer and getting better week by week.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Vinicius Junior carries far too far and out of play. Gravenberch. And it's Tonali. Manchester United yet to have an attempt on goal. Valverde. Cucurella. Threads one in, and he's picked it up out wide. That's travelling a long way. Gravenberch. Probing pass. Now it's Haaland. He's one-on-one! Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Koundé. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Good ball over the top. Tries to get it clear. Fermin. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Calafiori. Fermin. Nicely shaped ball. Now this could be a... Gravenberch! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Now it's Haaland. Now it's Lopez. Haaland. And he's in on goal. Shot at goal. Mbappe. So what can they make of this? And it's Palmer. Good ball, good take. He's found a way through. Plenty to aim at here. Palmer swings, climbs up big. They just took too long getting forward.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Not the most convincing of passes. And here's Haaland. Well, that is one way to stop him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vermin. And it's Barella. To Barella. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dink through, Timber gets across to intercept that. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que junto a las puertas de acceso al estadio hay instaladas unas huchas destinadas a recoger sus donativos para nuestra campaña solidaria en favor de los más necesitados.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. So the first half brought no goals. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Well spotted.
Tonali. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that could set him on his way. He's in space and looking for options. Palmer. Aims beyond the defence. Barella. And it's Lopez. Tries to play it through. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Gravenberg. Haaland being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long.
He's had a shot! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. It'll be a throw-in. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Gabriel, Tonali, and it's Lopez. And it's Gravenberg. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Now Tonali. Oh, that was vital. Well, that pass isn't the best.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
El dorsal 7, el dorsal 9, el dorsal
Henderson
19,
breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
el dorsal 18,
Madrid have
el
the
dorsal
chance to go the other way.
El dorsal 10, el dorsal 15, el dorsal 24.
Played into space.
Se va a llevar a cabo un
Neatly
cambio
clipped
de
into
jugadores.
space. And he's heaved it away. Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Cleared away. Barella. Dembele goes for a shot! He scored!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Manchester United making consecutive changes here.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Madrid have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Haaland. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that's definitely not his best.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Up he goes! He should have put that one away.
Haaland really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Gravenberch is there and he can pick it up.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Yildiz looking to penetrate opposition lines. And they win it back again. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get on the end of this? Now there's a fine ball. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh, easy pickings there. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Manchester United are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation.
And the shot! Now, who's going to be... And again!
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Gravenberch goes short. And it's Gravenberch. Koundé. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Ndika gets good distance on it. Calafiori. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And Gabriel.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Oh, super ball. Big chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
It's a mighty effort! Oh, off the bar! He's done very well to get to that.
Calafiori clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And that's it. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I've been in this position myself, and this will be difficult to take. They did everything right but score, but at least I suppose they can reflect on a few positives from this one.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.